Give us your thoughts on Dover, the Monster Mile. What's the strategy? Did you like that track? And any kind of memory stick out for you?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite tracks, Charlie. It always was. I don't, every driver has a track that you like, and what that means. I tell you what that means. You have drivers have certain tracks that they always talk about. They run well or they like. But what that really means is, as a driver, for some reason you already after running there, what the car needs to feel like out of the gas, the first part of the entry into the apex, through the apex, getting in the gas, out of the apex, three-quarters of the way off the turn, and then getting off the turn. You know what the car has to feel like in all those little spots to be able to make the fastest lap, right? So you're able to communicate to the crew chief, here's what it's doing here, here's what I want it to do. Here's what I want it to do here, here's what I want it to do here. Now, you couldn't always get that outcome, right? But you knew what it had to be. And when you got close to all that stuff, you could run good. That's at any racetrack. And Dover is one of those tracks for me. It's just like, man, I know what it has to feel like here, and you could always run good there. And the thing about Dover, here's the whole thing about Dover with that concrete. For whatever reason, the thing is stuck. I mean, the tire is stuck to that racetrack, and you're running tremendous amount of speed, man. You're fast at this racetrack. In fact, the right front, Goodyear, I don't know what the data is now, but in our day, the data showed the right front load on the tire is higher than the loads at Daytona on the right front tire. So that's how much it's squished, and that's how much stick. And now they call grip. We didn't use grip in the day. It was just stuck. So you would be stuck. The car or the tire would be stuck. But the downside is when it would break loose, when the tire would lose its grip, right? You would just take off, man. It would just take off flying. Just like, golly, you didn't realize how fast you're going until when the tires lost grip and you lost the nose or you lost the back end, you start sliding. And then inevitably, when you start that crap, when you stop, you were going to hit something hard. It's just in the track, the straightaways are banked a lot, and you'd always sweep down. You hit those inside walls. We were at Dover one time, and Steve Park was in front of me, and he got crossed up coming off too, and he did this right in front of me, right, and hit my front end and turned me left into the inside wall. Great golly, broke my ankle on that deal. Golly, that hurt. But that's the big thing about Dover. But man, if you get in a rhythm at Dover and your car is working good and you know kind of what you're doing, it's a very, very, very fun racetrack. And then the other thing, they got this walkway across now, right? We used to get hung up in this damn place. You start the race, the fifth lap, you get tore up and you're wrecked, right? Well, it's a 500 friggin' lap race, and you're stuck in there all day. You can't get out and go home. But they got this walkway across now, and people, I think they sell tickets for a few people to get in this walkway. If you ever go to Dover, folks, you ought to try it. Do it. It's a cool experience. And on the walkway, when the cars come by, you can feel the walkway go whoop whoop. It's like the air from the cars pushes this thing up a little bit. It's real minute, but you can feel it, and it's a pretty cool deal. Pretty cool deal the way that works. But man, when you used to wreck at that place, we used to get hung up in there. Golly, that was the most miserable experience because you couldn't go to work. You just couldn't leave.